What's going on, everybody? How you doing? Robert Lee TV here. How you doing? How you doing? We're going live on Facebook and YouTube. So I'm gonna give it a chance to let everybody know, get the notifications. 9:42. Try to do a little. Try to get some things I had to do and enjoying, getting off work or whatever. So I am starting kind of late. I got to get my times down, but sometimes it does. Somebody's just like on doing a Facebook Live or whatever. Sometimes spirit hits you and you want to go ahead and do this. So tonight, as you can see in the title, honesty will always win, even if you lose. Insecure man. Now, these are two topics. One of them I supposed to have been covering this week. I never did get to it. It was an inbox that I received from someone that wanted to remain anonymous. It's about the insecure man. A lot of people comment on. I'm gonna read the post. It's kind of long, but I'm gonna go through it real quick. And what one of the main things was, it was a friend saying that one of her female friends was in a relationship and how she was being treated and this, that, another. A lot of people came up on the page said, what can a woman do when they dealing with an insecure man? And a lot of people were saying that, hey, look, your friend know what she got, stay out your friend's business. But there are certain key things I wanted to go over inside of that post, what inside of that inbox that I received. And I want to talk about those. But the first one we're going to do is honesty will always win, even if you lose. This came from a brother of mine that I follow named Ron Anthony. It was from a group that he was in, and there was a sister, and it goes along because supposedly the United States Supreme Court now, some people are in their feelings now because supposedly the opinion was leaked that it's a possibility that everybody that's on the United States Supreme Court is going to rule in the favor to do with Roe versus Wade, or in other words, make abortions in the United States of America illegal. So, it was a good thing that he shared from the group, and he shared it, and this and another. But a lot of people deal with this thing about honesty in relationships or being transparent in relationships a lot of times. So, but the basis of it is this. There was a sister that that she was stating, or a friend was talking about a friend of hers that when she was young, she had an abortion when she was young. I think it was like 15, 16 years old. So as time has went on, didn't say how old she is now, but as time went on, she met somebody, and the person that she met, they have had conversations about abortions and what went on in a person's personal life. Now, a lot of times the sister was in her feelings because, hey, look, that's kind of tender, and the way it is being worded in the actual post from the group is like, he's not for abortions, or he has a problem with individuals. I mean, with women that he have dated, or he's dating, he has problems with people or women that have had abortions. So the sister's trying to play it off. She don't want to talk about it because she knows she has had an abortion, and later on she said, she didn't had four of them plus a miscarriage. You know what I'm saying? So she's trying to, she's the dilemma she's in because there were situations where when it came up, he kept pressing her, and she really did, and she got emotional behind it, and the brother could tell there was something there, or maybe she has had an abortion, or whatever the case may be. And after the date, he dropped off at home, nobody said nothing, but she's wondering if she should tell the man the truth about what has went on in her past and went on in her life, because she afraid if she tells him about the abortions that she have had throughout her life, the man is gonna drop her. You know what I'm saying? She gonna lose. Now she said, as the post was saying, I'm losing a good man. I feel a certain way about losing this guy. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to lose this guy. So should I keep what has went on in my personal life to myself, or should I open up and I actually say something about it? So that's what I mean about, honesty will win even if you lose. A lot of times, man, what we do a lot of times, as we go through this, like, hey, we all gonna make mistakes. There's not somebody that hadn't done something in their life they not happy about. And sometimes, you try to hide those things. You don't want people to know about it. Like I said, in this case, you don't want a man to know that you done had abortions. You may have had two abortions, maybe three, whatever. And like I said, miscarriage. You don't want somebody, because you don't want somebody to look at you in a certain way. A lot of times, like I said, we can make mistakes in our lives, like I did on my brother's page on his post when he posted it. We all make mistakes in life, and sometimes in this life, man, we gonna repeat the exact same mistake. It's just like I said, it's like with a light bulb. A lot of times, man, it's a 15, it's a 15-watt bulb. It is dim, and you scoring in the socket. You got some things in your past that you're trying to keep low. You don't want people to know about it. You don't, like with some men, we talking about this woman, but some men don't want women to know that they had an abortion. A lot of us, whether male or female, some people don't want, hey, look, I didn't graduate high school. I dropped out of high school. I had to get my GED, or, different things that have went on in your life. And what you have done, like I said, that light bulb, you're trying to use that dim light bulb to keep the stuff hidden. And a lot of times, because you haven't got past the mistake, you may have some shame behind the mistake. You know what I'm saying, that you have made in your life. And sometimes, like I said again, you have repeated that same mistake over and over and over again. You know what I'm saying? And all of a sudden now you get that right light bulb and you screw it in and it's bright. The truth is there. You can't hide it no more. You know what I'm saying? You have went through your whole life. You tried to hide this and this, that, and another. So always be, like I said, be transparent, be honest. Now, some people don't want to talk. Some people say move in silence. Don't let people know. Don't do this. Don't do that. Keep it to yourself. Take it to the grave with you. Sometimes things come up. You know what I'm saying? Things come up. There are different situations that may come up here in the long run, and they may come up. What's up, Sheila, baby? Hey, what's going on? Some things come up. So in this post here, she was saying, should she tell the man? Now I know I can't speak as a man, but when we talk about emotions, I know that's a life. We talk about that is a life. You had to end a life, something that was given to you. And I'm not saying this, as pro, or like I said, you had to end a life. You had your reasons for doing what you had to do. Now you don't have to go around and parade and tell it to everybody, but it's a problem. If somebody asks, like I said, always be honest. You know what I'm saying? Because here's the situation: if you get into these relationships, and a lot of times, man, be who you are. You know what I'm saying? It's just like I said. Now I know I'm talking about abortions, but I'm trying to think of another way to explain and use it myself. Like I said, look, there are women out there. Like I said, there's no need in me pretending like I got a lot of money in my pocket. It's nothing for people to go on. We just got a new contract at my job. You know what I'm saying? So it's nothing to go. It's nothing to go online and see what my position is and see how much it pays. It'll tell you online, when you go to Kroger pay, what the positions pay. So there ain't no need of me talking about I make 100,000, I make 75,000. I'm just gonna tell you exactly what I make. I make 50,000 a year. Now this year with income tax, it was like 53, 56. But I'm just saying, it's just a reality. Now where I live at, some people might say they live in New York, out in LA, there no more. But here in the South, that's a pretty good piece of change. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, there's no need of me trying to put on a front and be lying about, yeah, yeah, baby, I'm making 100,000 and this, that, another. And you may see the watches, you may see the jewelry, you may see the car that a person drive, and this. It look like I got some money in my pocket. It looks like, but I might not actually have. But I'm putting on. I'm not being honest about where I'm at in my life. I'm not being truthful about where I'm at. So what I do is I get in this relationship with somebody, and I'm like I said, when you present your representative, in other words, and when things get down to the nitty gritty, and the truth come out, because like I said again, in certain situations, man, income tax return could be seen, pay stub could be seen, uh, 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 it is what it. Let her come in, the woman living together, whatever kind. Let her come to the house, credit up, and say, I can't sit up here and say that I have a 750, 800 credit score, and then all of a sudden, like I said, the thing that I use, Credit Karma, comes to the house and it tells you, and I don't mind to, it's only 628. But I've been lying and flossing to this woman like I got perfect motherfucker. My credit score is only 628. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So ain't no need to be running around here like I got beautified credit. But again, things come up. Now, to this sister, or to my boys Ron Post, to the sister, I would say be honest. If somebody asks you, hey, have you had it in church? Yeah, no, but if he asked the question like in the poll, let me put it like this here, because I didn't, I should have read it out, but here it is. Let me do this real quick, and I'm hoping that I can still get it. But it is what it is. Always be honest about your life and what's going on. Here it is. Okay, let me do this. How many is too many? She said that she had her first abortion at the age of 16 because she was naive and not prepared for. Fast forward in precedent, 15 years afterwards. So if she had it at 16, this means this sister now is 31. A very serious relationship she feels is on the brink of marriage, and her fiance has asked her before if she has ever had an abortion. Jokingly, she denied it. At the present, she has no children. Okay, you know what I'm saying? You played it off, but you had an abortion. You had one. Now, it could be a serious conversation. He was saying it jokingly. And sometimes people can put a question to you or ask you something in a joking manner. You know what I'm saying? They can ask you a question in a joking manner, and they really trying to see if you're going to give them an honest answer. We can make a joke about it. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of times what ends up happening is when we make that joke, we really asking a serious question. But she played it off because, again, we know there are some people here that are, men and women, but in this case, there are some men that do not believe in abortions. They just don't. And whether it's them or any woman, if they find out, they might get in their feelings, and they might not want to deal. Like I told you, there are men out there that don't want to deal with women that have children. You see what I'm saying? That there are some men like that. That's how they feel. They do not want to deal with women that have children by other men. There are men out there like that, and there are men out here that don't want to deal with a woman that has had an abortion. You know what I'm saying? But he said it in a joking way to see what she was going to say, and she played it off again. So let me go ahead and read the rest of it real quick. But and on the most recent occasion, while sitting in a very nice restaurant, he asked again. Because a lot of times, when people are triggered, you tripping, you laugh, like I said, the joking, but they can see, like I told you, as an ex-investigator, you know what I'm saying? You can, it's called kinesis. You can look in the face. There are certain things in body language that let you know you done pull the trigger. So you need to stay right here. You need to let it go, but You can see it in the face. You can see it in the body language. You can one of the things that you know when you have triggered a person or something, they fold their arms, or like I said, a lot of times women will hug themselves and talk to you and say whatever, but they'll hug themselves, or women will place their hands in their legs and something like that. In other words, this here is trying to protect me. This is a defensive mode. Let me close the door. Let me put a wall around. I don't want to deal with what you're talking about. And another thing, a lot of times when you see that, you will see when in a joker, when you know you don't pull the trigger, somebody will drop their head. They won't look up because you have actually touched on something that they have went through. So a lot of times they'll drop their head, they'll look away, they'll pick, like in this point, they'll pick up the menu, and they'll place it up in front of their face, and they'll laugh it off, or they'll give you a response, but they hide their face. So a lot of times, like I say, in this one, like she said, it was at the restaurant and it was asked again. But again, go back to like I was telling you, she was scared to talk. It was obvious that the guy, since she had something to say about the subject, he pressed and pressed. Now, a lot of times people will do that. They'll constantly keep pushing you because they know they done triggered you. You at a place. They know it's something there, so they're gonna keep pushing. They might even get a little irritated. They might even get a little angry. But like I said, he pressed and he pressed until she burst out in tears. It's till she burst out in tears. She felt trapped. He knows. And like I told you, that trap. That's why I said that hug and said she knew. She burst out into, and he knows because he's talking about abortions. And anybody, like I said again, somebody bursts out in tears, somebody become defensive, their voice raises up, they become that's letting you know that that individual, is triggered. You done touched on something. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to stay there, that's why the person kept pressing. Because see, I asked you about an abortion, and now you in your feelings. You don't want to talk, you fidgety, you doing all this, and the finally you burst out. So again, she felt like he knew something and was just waiting for her to admit to it to see if she had if she would lie. Well, with either answer, she knew she could lose the best man she had ever met. She left the restaurant in tears. He dropped her off at home, and not a word was spoken in the car. He didn't even bother to walk her to the door. Now the question is, should she tell him the truth, or stand the risk of losing the relationship, or she just keep quiet and let the guy find out on his own? To date, she has had 4 abortions and 1 miscarriage. Now I would go into other things, but that was 15 years ago, and all this, that, and another, and I still got some people commenting on the post. But for me, again, like I said, in this situation, it is always best to be honest about you. It's always best to be honest about you. Because here's the situation, like find out on your own. Because see, again, this might be some people like this. He might want to be with a woman that has never, she don't have any children. So he wants to be the first one to impregnate the woman. Not saying she's a virgin, but I'm just saying he's the first one. She will be the one to carry his children, even though she's not a virgin. He probably knows that, but I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying. So a lot of times, again, be honest. A lot of times she said, "Well, should she keep her mouth shut and this, that, and another? Is he gonna find? Well, if he find out on his own, that's gonna make a person laugh because, even if you leave out details, you lying. Now, there's no difference in telling a lie and then leaving out certain details. When you leave certain details out, you still lying. You're not telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? You're not telling. Ain't no such thing as a half truth. You either lying or you telling the truth, and there's no in between. You know what I'm saying? If you leave out certain details about your life, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's like I said before. If you dating someone and they are married, but they've been separated for 10 years, they've been separated for 12, 8, 5 years or whatever, they telling you the truth. They are still legally married, but they're legally separated, and they in the process of the divorce. But if somebody never tells you that, and that's never mentioned, and then later on down the road you find out, well, they are actually getting a divorce, but you didn't tell me nothing about being legally separated. You didn't tell me nothing about going to a divorce. You're lying. So she said, should she call the dude or whatever the case may be? Now, when he went home, like I said, 9 times out of 10, he felt like you probably have had an abortion. Okay, he probably feels that way. He didn't say nothing to her. When it got it, he didn't walk her to the house. Sometimes, man, it is what it is. Now, if you want to tell a person, that's fine. And a lot of times, this should be a lesson. A lot of time, man, just be real. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's to women I know, to my sisters that may come up on this post. And when I talk about, high school and money and all that, that's nothing compared to having an abortion. But what I'm saying is just like this here, just like with me. There may be women out there want to date men that have a college degree. Now I can have the conversation. I can have people come up on my post talk about Tennessee State University. Some people remember me on campus. People that whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers know what happened to me. No, people know I was a drunk motherfucker on campus. Motherfuckers also know campus police got my funk ass. I went before. There's some people that know. But if I sit up and say, yeah, I went to Tennessee State University, but I never say that I never got a degree or nothing like that. I didn't get kicked out of school. I just talk about Tennessee State University. That's all. That's all the fuck I talk about. You know what I'm saying? I give some streets and campus names and building names. What's like I said, the one I put up, one of my posts that made me laugh. I might talk about 8th Ave and liquor store on 8th Ave or R&R liquor store and this, that, and another. I might say some shit like that. But I never said that I don't have a degree. I never told the woman that I got kicked out of school. I never told the motherfucker that I was a fuck boy, high, drunk, just acting a fool on camera. I never told her that. So again, as time go on, I might have to fill out a position. This sister might have a network or something like that. And they looking for people that went to college or have a degree. Well, she put her name on it. When I go for the interview, people want to see a transcript. Now she finna find out that I got kicked out of school. She gonna find out that I had a bunch of I's in a lot of my motherfucking classes, incompletes and shit. She gonna, and now me putting on the front as if I was a college grad and this, that, and another, and all that, that's gonna make me look like a liar, and that's exactly what it is. But I did go, yeah, see, baby, I did go. But you didn't tell me you got kicked out of school. You didn't tell me about your experiences on campus. You led me to believe that you were a college graduate just by the way you speak and this, that, and another. You led me on. Now, like I said again, this is nothing compared to, but I try to wrap it around where people can see what I'm saying. And a lot of times that's what happened, just like with this sister with the abortion. Hey, baby, everybody makes mistakes. Now, there are some women that have never had an abortion. There are some women that just like you. By the time you reach 30, you done probably had one, two, or three. That's why I said some of us can make the same damn mistake over and over and over and over again. Because like I said, it's that light bulb. You haven't had that light bulb moment yet. You haven't realized, baby, you beyond a piece of ass. You ain't just pussy. Okay? You haven't realized, baby, you got to start using condoms. You don't realize, baby, it hadn't hit you yet, because I think a part of it, I didn't read the rest of it, but again, you haven't realized so many abortions can cause you to become sterile. You will never be able to have children. You know what I'm saying? And regards to that's another situation on top of it, because I believe in that post it was saying that she's been to the doctor and bleeding periods and this and another, and that may be an issue. She may have a difficulty having children or produce. Here's another situation. Not only now you done lost this guy or you feel like you done lost this guy because you kept the abortion thing to yourself. Now you're gonna keep the abortion thing to yourself, and now your doctor may be telling you you may have a problem having children, or you may not be able to have children because of the abortions you have had and the miscarriages. That you find you another dude that he really is into you, you really into him. He wants to have children, but you gonna keep your mouth here. You're in another. You lost one man because of abortions. Now you're probably finna lose a man because you don't want to tell him you might have a problem with having children or may not be able to have children because in my younger years, hey, look, I hate to say it this way, I was using abortion as birth control. I was out there. I was flat backing. That's what I was doing. That's what I was doing, and the mistakes I did in my life. That's what caused it. But again, that's why I say always be honest with you, and you don't have to tell every man that you get with. But a lot of times when we know things are going to a certain level, or we like I said with the man, because if we do, women can say what we want, but when the man feels you and you feel the man, it's time to start telling the truth. It's time to be a little honest. You know what I'm saying? It's time. It's time to be a little honest. It's time to tell the truth about us. It's time to open up these doors that's a part of our life. And sometimes take that man or woman by the hand and take them to that door and open that door. Now I'm not at this address anymore, but here I used to live here, and this was what was going on in here. So I want you to know what I was at this address. Now, I just want you to see it. If you got any questions about it, ask me the questions. Tell me what you feel about it or whatever, because I'm showing you this door. Now, once I close this door, this is not my address. You didn't meet me at this address. Let's go back up to this is where you met me. This is my past. This is what I used to be in back in the day. And open those doors up and let people, the reason why you be honest a lot of times, let people make their decision. Let folks make the decision. Sometimes when we have, like I told you, when we are dating, we're collecting data. Somebody asks you a question, be honest about it. Don't do the well. I don't want to answer that question. I don't think we need. Now it may not be, and like I said, on a date, it could be to the point where it's a little bit too soon to answer certain questions. That depends on the individual. But if you done got to the place where you feeling dude, he feeling you, y'all talking, he sharing, and this, that, another, that's a decision you gonna have to make. And like I tell everybody, any relationship is a risk. You know what I'm saying? It could be loving 1 minute, then the next minute it's gone. So when you say you care about it, you want to commit to someone, it doesn't mean it's gonna be forever. That something could go wrong. You could go from the friendship stage, dating stage, courting stage, and you get right there to court. You don't get engaged because, hey, something that you didn't tell, something that you didn't reveal, something that you feel like you didn't want to, or when, like I say in this situation, well, I don't deal with women that have had abortions. I don't deal with no woman that has had miscarriage. It could be religious, whatever the reason is. I don't deal with that. What at least you might feel bad because you was into dude, or just like I said for my brothers, you was into the sister. But hey, it is what it's best that you know the truth, because see, the truth can help you keep down the road. It'll let you know if you should be able to continue with this. Should this end? Should this stop? You know what I'm saying? Can I deal with this? Because, like I told you, when you take people to certain doors, when you open certain doors, it's told to you. You know what I'm saying? That's why I tell, just like with me, even though we talk about this, just like I tell men, body count. And man, if you one of them type dudes that you feel like you don't want a woman that done had at least 2 or 3 dudes in her life, and like I said, we 30, 40, 50 years old. You know what I'm saying? Don't ask about a body count. Don't ask about a body count. Like I told, don't ask for a dick resume. Don't do that. Don't do that because it's gonna put you in your feelings and this, that, and another. And one of the things you got to realize, we 30, we 40, we 50 years old. We've been fucking for a minute. You need to understand as men, you gonna come across some women. You gonna see they gonna have at least one or two, at least two. It might be her first, and then maybe a second, and whatever, and maybe a third. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. There's not too many 30, 40, 50-year-old virgins out here. It's just I mean, it's they out here. It may be, but most of the folks, well, however you want to look at it, 30, 40, 50 years old, ain't nobody no virgin. So it's the same thing. Don't ask about a body count because somebody done touched on that. And again, like I said with this post, you done had an abortion. Hey, okay. Living your truth. You had one. And if you want to discuss it, that's fine. And your natural response, if the man asks you, have you had an abortion? Yes, I did. I had an abortion. And you can explain the reason why you had an abortion. You know what I'm saying? You can explain it to him and leave it on the table. It's just like a plate of food. He asks you, he went on the menu, he wants to know if you had an abortion. So when the plate was brought out and put in front of him, and it said, yeah, I had an abortion. How you like that taste? How the steak tastes? And leave it with him. And you could even respond, how do you like it? Do you have a problem with a woman that had an abortion? And if you want to use this as a conversation piece out here on the date, that's cool. Okay. If the date ends and like I say in the car, no one's talking to anybody, nobody's walking to the door, you can still have your feelings and say, hey, look, damn, I really like dude. Hey, I had an abortion. I had a miscarriage. I'm 31. Because she said 16, 15 years later. I mean, it is what it is. Because we got some sisters out here now in their 30s. They got kids and they got several, when I don't want to say they got one, two, maybe three, maybe even four baby daddies. So let's be honest. If that question comes up, it's just like in that situation. If that question comes up, be transparent. You know what I'm saying? If you want somebody to deal with you on an honest level, you deal with them on an honest level. And like I said, honesty, be honest. You win every time. You know what I'm saying? You'll win. It'll win every time, even if you lose. Because just like in this situation, if the dude don't deal with her no more, good thing. Now I know it's gonna say, but she really like the good thing. Because see, you don't want to be in a relationship with somebody and you go to, like I said again, here's the situation. This man wants you to carry his child. He wants to have a child with you. He'll put the ring on it, or y'all committed, y'all done got the marriage license, whatever the case may be. However, like I said, how we living now, commitment, living in, whatever, because some people feel a certain way about but whatever. And this man is ready. He's taking care of the home. He's taking, he's in your corner. Hey, and all of a sudden now he's sitting in the room with you, and they said his sperm count is up. He got 35 million. He got 35. He got 27. He got 22 million. In other words, they like the doctor like this here. Shit, that boy there. We had him a couple of magazines. He went in the other room, took care of that, gave us a sample. Baby, he 27, 22, 34 million. He good. But let's talk to you now. We can see scar tissue. We can see this. And that usually comes from an abortion. That doctor's going to say that in front of him. Because, if this your man, or your husband, you done married him down, this is your husband. He's sitting in the room. He's sitting in the room, and the doctor is saying, I see scar tissue. And that usually comes from, and I looked on your paperwork, when did you have your abortion? Because there may be some medical procedures we can go through. There's some drug, there's some fertility drugs that we can use to, increase your chances and this, that, and other. And here's this man sitting next to you, and this man have no idea that you had an abortion. This man has no idea that you went through a DNC because of a miscarriage that you had. And again, the doctor is telling that. Now you got to go home with this man that felt like you were fertile. You in your 30s, all of, like I said, from your 30s all the way up to 41, 42 years of age. Because like I said, we got women that's 41, 42 years of age, still birthing children. You know what I'm saying? So he thinking that, he's finna his son, his daughter, or he's finna grow a family with you, but now he found this out. Now you wonder why what you've been with me this long, you love me this long, you're unconditional and all this, you love me unconditionally and this and that. I can't love you unconditionally, baby, if you're not honest. See, a lot of people want you to love them unconditionally because if you say you love them unconditionally, they feel like, oh, okay, now I can say you can love somebody unconditionally and they still ain't telling you the truth about what went on in their life. They keeping shit to themselves because they feel like if they open up to you and tell you that, maybe y'all done had discussions. They done heard certain conversations that you done had in certain rooms and this, that, and another. And well, nah, I ain't gonna say nothing about that because he's passionate about abortion. He's passionate about women that have had miscarriages and messing with these dudes on the town. So I'm gonna keep my mouth closed because he's a good dude and I don't want to lose him. Well, do you want to risk that? You done got this point to the first, and but with Robert Lee, am I wrong? Yeah, because you didn't tell you told a lie. I just didn't tell. No, baby, you told a half truth, and there's no such thing, in my opinion. There's no such thing as a half truth. That's one reason why you see me say what I say. You know what I'm saying? I let motherfuckers know, man. I get kicked out of school. You know what I'm saying? I let a motherfucker know I got kicked out of school, man, and my mama let me know, nigga, you can't stay here, and all you gonna do is work. And my mama really was saying, you can't stay here, nigga, and just work a job. That's how the fuck I ended up in the United States Navy because it was just the truth, man. I mean, so I'm letting you know what went on in my life. Now there are certain things that's transparency. That's letting you know who I am as an individual. I let you know, like I said again, because hell, some people do have access to juvenile records. I got a juvenile record. I do. You know what I'm saying? Some people do. Like I said, I got friends of mine that own the page. They still out of juvenile court. They gonna type my. I ain't saying they did it, but it ain't nothing. They work down in juvenile court. Type my motherfucking name in. They got my juvenile record right there. Just it's sealed to the public, but it ain't sealed to motherfucking employees. And they'll see, damn, that young nigga had a juvenile record. So there are certain things I let people know because it let you make your decision. You saying let you make your decision. In other words, hey, look, me and my son's mother, we're not together. But it's one thing about it. I'm gonna be at football games. I'm gonna be going out of town when he playing college ball and this, that, another, and all this, that, another. Like he 18 now, so it ain't like that. We gonna have a graduation there. We're gonna be at the graduation. We gonna have all that. I'm gonna be, but I'll be right back home. But I understand now if you got a problem with a man having a relationship with the mother of his son or the mother of his child, and you still of the mindset that somebody still fucking somebody, baby, I ain't to do for you because I'm not. When you come up and talk, start asking me a whole lot of questions about why I'm just using past shit. Why you at the football game? What are you going out of town? You going out of town? You going to this school? You going to this state? Watch him play ball and this, that, and another. You don't. I'm finna leave your ass alone because one thing that ain't finna happen. You're not finna come in between the relationship of me and my son and the co-parenting. Now he's a grown man now, so that connection as far as co-parenting it doesn't hold the same weight because he's 18, but he's still gonna need guidance along the way. But still, you're not gonna interfere with that. So if you still in your feelings or you one of these, you that type of woman that feel that way, and the same way with brothers, because that's gonna be a part of another thing that we're gonna talk about before we get off here tonight. But that's what I'm saying. Always be honest. Let people know what's going on. Let folks know what's happening, what the truth is, and let them deal with the truth. In other words, like we said, well, I'm the table. No, okay, baby, we at the table. It's time to serve menu. Here's my menu. Here's your menu. This is what's on my menu. This is how my life is. This is what this is. Like I said, for me, I'm just being, like I said again, the last time a motherfucker smoked weed was 1985. Was 19 was no 19. I finna tell another lie. It was 19. It was 19. No, it was 19. Yeah, 1986 was the last time I smoked weed. That was last. That was last motherfucker. That was last motherfucking time. Okay, cause the motherfucker got kicked the fuck out of school. And like I said, when going to church, hey, motherfucker had to have clean. So in the service, man, they had a nigga pissing like a motherfucker. When you go overseas, when I was on El Paso, we go when before we leave, we used to call it green water, blue water workup. You go out there, you work, make sure the ship is running perfectly. But while you out there, when you come back, they pissing your ass. Then every time you hit a port, you don't know if they're gonna piss you in this port or that port. But definitely when you get your ass back, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers standing out there with dogs and everything else, so they gonna piss your ass again. So but I have when I got out the service, went to the correct. So I was working with, hey, I was correct. So we pissing. You know what I'm saying? We doing it like that. You know what I'm saying? Once I left there, I went to the house. House authority was pissing. I'm sorry. The house authority was pissing. So I could, if drugs is in my system, bye, holla at you. So I like that money that I was making. I was liking them Camaros and shit that I was driving. So I can't fuck with it. I can drink my ass off. I can drink now. But as far as it is what it is. No, smoke weed. No, I can't fuck with that. When I took my fuck ass down there with KC Hemp in Tunica, Mississippi, at the Tunica County Sheriff Department. Oh yeah, man, I got the piece, man. We got to see because you can't drive these squad cars high. You can't be fucked up. You can't be on that weed and that dope and the pills and shit down here driving these squad cars. Same thing. When I left that motherfucker coming back up this way to help my sister take care of my mama, I'm over there at juvenile court. Same motherfucker. So it's always good to be transparent in your life and tell the truth, man. Even if you're gonna lose an opportunity. Even if you're gonna lose an opportunity, like I said again, if what I have done in my life, I'm gonna tell you real me. Here's the high school transcript. And if you want to see how many hours I got out of college, here you go. Now, if you look at my shit and say, well, Rob, that's man, your college background, that shit there, we don't know if we want. Okay, thank you for the opportunity. I'm not gonna try to sugarcoat. If you give me a chance to explain, I'm gonna tell you. I was a nigga out the projects. I was just, buck wild out there on the town. It was what it was. Nigga got up there was just doing it. That's sorry. I mean, that's all I can tell you. I just was immature, whatever the case may be. And if you still, I'm gonna say thank you for the opportunity, but I'm not gonna start with, man, I ain't gonna lose another motherfucking opportunity. I'm gonna start telling these people some bullshit but they can see it on the transcript. Ain't no need to be lying. It ain't no need to be lying. And people that been in college know that when I talk about a transcript, they also have shit from people that professors, instructors. That shit is on there too. It ain't just like a report card from high school. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. So in this situation, what I would tell the sister, very simple, baby, live with it. You have had abortions. Start living your truth, baby. If you haven't got past it, like I said, there's some counseling, therapy you can go through. But other than that, baby, start living the truth. Like I said with some women, if you got 3 kids and you got 3 baby daddies, don't hide that shit. Live your truth. Let the man make it say, hey, it was what it was. I got 3 kids by 3 different dudes. You got a problem. You got a problem. Well, I think women like okay. We don't need to get into what you think about women. Do you still want to fuck with me on that level that we started out on before you found? Well, hell no. Okay, thank you for the opportunity to get to know you. If I see you on time, I wave at your ass. Gone down the road. Always be the real you. You know what I'm saying? Cause like I said again, we got all kinds of shit. Background, what is it? I forget. Uh, Record Finder, all this shit. Some people paying hundreds of dollars instead of just a $20, $30 a month. Some people paying hundreds of dollars. Motherfucker pull up all your shit. Now I don't know about a juvenile record, but I'm pretty sure they can't. But they can pull up all kinds of shit. So ain't no need a nigga flossing about what went on in his life or what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So you always be real about you. In that situation with that sister, she worried about if dude don't call no more, you know why? He felt like you lied to him. Do you owe him an explanation? Hey, if he wants to hear it, he'll call. If you never hear none of that from dude, don't sweat that. You ain't got, like I said, we use social media age. We ain't got the inbox. We ain't got to leave no text. We ain't got to call. You already know. If you ain't heard nothing from dude, you know what I'm saying? Leave it at that and press on down the road. Hey, but from now on, take this as a lesson. Somebody asks you a question, even if it's jokingly, tell them the truth. Man, yeah. Robert Lee, I know you. Yeah, yeah. I was buck wild young nigga. So yeah. I was with this shit on the town, baby. So yeah, yeah. I'm laughing with you, yeah, baby. Shit, going up in them foot homes and shit. Yeah, I buck wild ass nigga now. Yeah, Now she might feel a certain way about me saying it, but I'm honest. Cause I don't know who you're gonna come across. Cause like I said, we got men and we got women out here on town, as we used to say back in the day, dropping salt. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So if there's a dude out there or a female out there want to open up her mouth and say Robert Lee was this, Robert Lee was that, he used to run with this, he did this and this, that, and another. The woman that I'm fucking with already knows. So when you tell that story, oh yeah, we talked about that. She ain't got to say that to save face. We done talked about that if you ask me the question. Or if you go out on the town and you find out some shit. Okay, come back and ask me the question. I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm not going to lie on me. I don't have time to lie for it. Because you going to fuck with me with the truth anyway. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to fuck with you on a lie. You need to fuck with me on the truth. So I'm just going to tell you what time it is and I'm going to keep it rolling. You know what I'm saying? And if you have a problem because like I said before, here's another transparent moment. I got Kevin Phillips, I got Derek Hunt, I got Daryl Lewis. So I'm just gonna name. I got Gene Poole, I got Lieutenant, my son's mother. Oh yeah. You know what I'm saying? They know who that is. They know who Gwen is. You know what I'm saying? They know his mother. Ain't no need to be lying and shit. Oh, I ain't no fuck. That's my son's mother. You know what I'm saying? So if I ever slapped on her, spit on her, cheated on her, all this shit, they know. They know. You know what I'm saying? They understand. They know what time it is. So there's no need to be putting on no front. Like if I sit out here, no man, Robert Lee didn't spend no time with his son. He was never uh, shit. He was this. He was that. Sometimes people try to drop salt. So it is what it is, y'all. Always tell the truth because that's how you fuck up. Like I said, we talk about haters and enemies and all that. That's how you fuck that off. Always be honest about you. What went on in your life? What's going on? Do you have to tell everybody? No, you don't have to do that. No, you gotta. You got to be more open up your mouth than the man in the moon. No, you ain't gotta do that. But it's always best to be truthful about you. You see what I'm saying? It's always truthful to be about you because, like I said before, there's always a man, there's always a woman out there that's envious. Envy turns into jealousy. Jealousy will turn into dropping salt quick because a lot of times people are envious because you never know. Back in the day, somebody, I lose my big sister, somebody back in the day, if Sheila's still on here, somebody wanted Sheila back in the day. But all of a sudden she sees Sheila with this dude over here. And he wish he could be there. So what he gonna do, probably tell some when Sheila was 15, 16, 17 years old, dropping motherfucking salt. You see what I'm saying? To try to fuck dude off. But as long as you being honest about your life and what's going on, and let people, in other words, when we sit at the table, put your cards on the table, show your menu, serve them the motherfucking food. If they like what's on the table, they like the food on the table, they can deal with it. Might be a little spicy, might be a little salty, but they can deal with the food, they can deal with the salt. The Kool-Aid might be a little too sweet, and they might add a little water to it just to dilute it a little bit. And like I said again, hey baby, I love your Kool-Aid, but kind of cut back on shit. Okay, baby, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? And let them deal with that shit from there. If they can't deal with it, at least you know on the front end, and you ain't got to deal with this shit on the back end. You telling somebody some half truth, or you lying and you putting on the damn front, and then later on down the road, people find shit out. You see what I'm saying? Well, damn, Rob, I didn't see you speaking to people. Like I said, I got my event coming up with the Entrepreneurs Expo here on May 29th. Well, Rob Lee, I see you, Charles White, talking doctor this and mayor this and state representatives. You on stage, you speaking with these folks and this, that, and that on 29th. Man, no, I'm just a little project, Nick. But I ain't going to get out here and put on no front because of that, because that's not the authentic me. So but Robert, you got kicked. Yeah, I got kicked out too. But I'm over on stage with a mayor, state representative, motherfuckers with PhDs, this, that, and another, influencers, all this shit. Yeah, So always be the authentic you, and don't be afraid. We all fucked up in life, y'all. Like I said, I was that fuck boy back in the day. I cheated on some gas. I know I fucked over some. I mean, ain't no need, hey, but I learned from that mistake and became the man that you see now. But a lot of times, man, we make sometimes accept it. Just like in this situation, baby, you had abortions are not birth control. Condoms and the pill is birth control, or abstaining. That's birth control. That's what that is. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have to deal with this. Like I said, you be 16, 15 years later, between 32 beyond up to your 40s, you don't have to worry about that no more. Hey, had to do the condom, you pop a motherfucking pill in your mouth. We can solve that problem. Instead of you having this weighing down take that shit off your shoulder and accept it. That's one of your scars. One of your scars in your life is abortions. One of your scars in your life is a miscarriage. See, with this scar right here is my abortion. This one on the heel right here, that's my miscarriage. That's a scar that's with you all your life. Even if it fades out, it's there. It's not gonna go anywhere. So for me, be truthful up front. Always be honest. Now the other one came from an inbox that I got. Like I said, insecure man, and a lot of people saying for her friend to was saying, "Hey, look, the sister already know what she got and this, that, and that." And I want to break each one of them down. I'm gonna try to get this out the way here real quick, but uh, I'm gonna read this a part of it to you here. Let me get to it here real quick and stuff. So give me a minute. So if you have any comments on what we just talked about lately, you can put the comments in here. But I'm gonna go to the other one, the inbox that I received. Give me a second. And basically what that one's about is a sister. She got a friend. Certain things that she was saying. She wanted to stay anonymous, so that's what it was. Okay, here it is. And I posted it Monday. Please post this anonymous. A question: what can a woman do to make an insecure, controlling man be more secure or change his behavior besides leaving him? I'm gonna stop right there. Number one, nothing. All you can do is give a person reassurance. That's all you can do. When a man's insecure, when he in his feelings about certain things, about himself or this relationship, his abilities to maintain or how you feel or whatever, if he in his feelings, ain't nothing you can do, baby. Because that's something all you can do is reassure. And that to certain points in your life, I can't tell you that. It's the same way if I flip it over here to a woman. I can only tell you I fuck with you. That's all I can do. Now you might have some feelings. You might say, well, I feel this way because you should be this way, you should be that way. This, that, another. We shouldn't be in that type of relationship. Or yeah. I'm plus size. I'm thin. I'm dark. I'm light. I work at. I'm a cashier at Dollar Tree. I ain't nothing but a manager at this or whatever the case may be. Robert Lee, I didn't graduate high school. I got a GED. All that shit there. All I can tell you, baby, I fuck with you. I fuck with you. That's all I can do. But if you keep carrying that shit on, the only thing that I can do is release you back. All I can do is release you. That's all I can do. You know what I'm saying? All I can do is release you. All I can do is send you back to where you belong. That's all I can do. Now, another thing the sister was talking about was how, in certain situations, there was a how you get certain things go on in your life, and you have certain things going on, and he short in stature, and kind of a small dude, and he gets in his feelings because he done saw some of the ex dudes. And now that's another side, because like I said, so this is just one person's thing. There's always two sides to every certain thing. Some people say the third, which is the truth. But again, he's short in stature. He getting his feelings. He feel a certain way about her exes. A lot of time, again, it is what it is. If you dealing with a sister that have always, when you look at her son or daughter's father, dude is standing 6'5", 6'4", he dark skinned, whatever the case may be, and you ain't number about 5'8", 5'9", 5'6", whatever the case may be, and that's baby daddy, you feel a certain way. Or when dudes pull the fuck up, they in 2020s, they in 2020s to 2022. Some of the niggas put it up in 23 threes, but you only got a 14 or a 17 or a 19 in the yard. You feel a certain way. Yours a motherfucking Toyota, but these niggas put it up in Chargers and all this old kind of shit, and you getting all in your feelings and this and another. Only thing that I could tell a sister on that situation, reassurance, because I would tell the dude myself. I said, now you worried about, you intimidated? In other words, man, you wish you was taller. Can't help that. Like I said on that lunchtime live, God made you who the fuck. He put you in the package that you in. You in the package that you in. That's just bottom line. Can't change that. Now, obviously, this woman is fucking with you. Okay, she fucking with you. Yeah, you maybe the dude she been messing with in her life. Those guys are 6 foot and 5'10" and 6'3" and 6'4" and all this, and like sister was saying, he's small. Tell you ain't nothing but 170, 106 pounds. Like I said, I just use my weight. He dude 235, between 235, 237. My weight fluctuates a little bit. But I put like 235, 240 pounds, whatever the case may be. You 160, whatever. She fucking with dudes and this, that, and another, and all that old mess. Again, all that just can do is reassure that man. But if that man has a complex about his height, if that man has a complex about his size, ain't shit you can do about that. There's nothing that you could, but reassure. I fuck with you. Yeah, you 5'6", you 5'8", you dark skinned, you light skinned, whatever the case may be. And I normally with dark skinned dudes, I'm normally with light skinned dudes, I'm normally with dudes that are above, and I'm gonna use my I only fuck with dudes above 5'10". They got to be 6 feet and up. It is. We only talk about 2 inches, but still, you fight. Oh, I can't fuck with you. You know, whatever the case may be. And but this woman is fucking with you at that level, and you done seen that. Okay. One of the things you got to do. Can nobody, no woman can change the mentality of the man. No man can make. He has to have confidence in himself. If he doesn't have any confidence in himself, baby, you can only reassure a person for so long. It's just like I said with me. Now, people normally say, I don't tell people leave relationships, but what I tell you, I said leave certain situations alone. Stop stop talking about that. If you fucked up about your height, you fucked up about your size as a man, either get your ass in the gym and lift some weight, or if you worried about your height, God, you can't change that now. Now, if you want to, go on Amazon and get you some lifts in your shoes and make yourself, instead of being 5'6", make your put 4 inches on, get 4 inch lifts in your shoe, make yourself at least 5'10", 5'11". Because I think they only go up to like 4 inches. Because some shit is just ridiculous. But I believe, I'm pretty sure I'm right on that. It only goes up to about 4 inches. That's it. It only 4 inches to your height. So okay, nigga, you 5'10". And if you got a problem with your size, man, get your ass in the gym. Get yourself cut up. Get you a little 6 pack. Get you some chest. You know what I'm saying? Do what you do. But I fuck with you at the level that you at right now. So, and I'm gonna be honest with you, and I know some. Oh, I gotta say, man, sometimes female, sometimes you gotta let that masculinity, just like as a man, I had to let the softer side of me show. Just like some women, you gotta let that, sometimes put the femininity down, pick that masculinity up a little bit. Let that nigga know, hey, stop crying. Now, another thing that was going on in this particular post, she also went into how the man uses against her, that she has her children about different men, and he throws it up in her face. Now, some people say stay at your girl's bed. I understand it, but hell, sometimes you don't witness it. Because some niggas are just like that. They don't care if they're in front of family. They don't care if they're in front of friends. Some people gonna come out their mouth with some slick shit anyway. But again, that's why I say, my sister and this person, it is what it is. They want to remain anonymous, but it is what it is. But again, like I told you before, now over here to the fellas. Like I said again, as a dude, now you got your mouth open talking about she got uh babies by different dudes, but you got her motherfucking legs in the air. Like I told you, there's a lot of motherfucking dudes out here on this town be running off at the motherfucking mouth, talking about they don't fuck with women that got children. They don't fuck with women. They don't fuck with women that got 2 or 3 baby daddies. That's during the daytime. But they all in the motherfucking inboxes. They ringing motherfucking doorbells. They knocking on motherfucking doors, and they tapping on motherfucking windows to let them know that, hey, baby, open this motherfucking door up. But in the public, they trying to get this image off that that's that. Only way you can do that, sometimes, like I said, I got rid of it out of me. But like I said, I still got about 15%, because every now and then you got to check a motherfucker. When a motherfucker open their mouth up back there, if you fucked up about me having 2 baby daddies or 3, why the fuck are you still, why you got your head between my legs, and why the fuck you sweating from behind and throwing your motherfucker, why you fucking with me? If you got a problem with this shit, why the fuck you in my face? Because after a certain period of time, you knew what time it was. So all that shit about me having 2, 3 baby daddies, different, my children have different children, and you slick coming out your motherfucking mouth saying that shit, you keep that or hit the door. You see what I'm saying? It's the truth. Because like I said, I want to use that on that end because we got a lot of dudes like it. Like I said, it's old, but like I tell them, motherfucker, with me, I have met people through social media. I have met some beautiful women through social media. But like I said again, I don't go in the inbox. See, I ain't Derrick Jacks. I ain't sitting over here, motherfuckers sending shit to my catch out, helping a brother out, this, that, and another, and all that shit. I ain't Derrick Jacks. I ain't sitting up here trying to fill your head full of whether you a female. I ain't trying to fill your head up with some bullshit and claiming, yeah, baby, I fuck with you. I'm gonna help you out. You ask me a question, but I slide into that motherfucker DM. What's up with you? I ain't Derrick Jacks. I don't use social media to fuck. I've been getting pussy long before social media. And I got a good mouthpiece. And this has always been on point. And I'm a sexy motherfucker when you see me on the time. You know what I'm saying? It is what the fuck it is. So I don't have to do that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? So again, when somebody's trying to come at you like that, as a sister, I tell you, let a nigga know. You said you don't want to fuck with a woman and shit that you always got your mouth over about my baby daddies. You got all that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? Well, nigga, if you fucked up about me having two, three baby daddies or whatever the case may be, hit the bricks. Hit the bricks. Just like I would tell a woman, baby, you don't like the fact that me and Gwen has raised this boy and this, that, and other. I'm in my son's life and shit. Because it's going to be the same motherfucking way when I go to a college game. She may be across, she may be way down. We in a college stadium. With motherfuckers, she may be way down on that motherfucker end. I'm way down on this end. And we talk to each other through the phone and meet up and take some pictures, say whatever, because it is what the fuck it is. But if you got a problem there, man, hit them bricks. You're not gonna fuck with my relationship with my son. No, take your ass home somewhere. I'm not gonna deal with you on that. But a lot of men, a lot of times, that's what I'm saying. A lot of these dudes out here, they talk that noise now. They'll tell you these old ratchet ass women and these women with these big ass eyelashes and they'll talk all that shit, but they smashing like a motherfucker. Cause like I said, I done seen it on social media. Motherfucker talking all that noise about how fucked up women are, the eyelashes, the purple motherfucking hair, the green hair, all this old kind of shit, children and this, that, another. But there your ass is on the beach with a motherfucker that you can tell, goddamn it, that's a child and came out that coochie. Cause you can look at the stomach and tell it ain't, they don't play that role. Then you sit up there, you on a motherfucking photo, or you laying back in a motherfucking jacuzzi and shit with a female talking about, but she got motherfucking looking like the stuff of luck and shit on her goddamn ass. But you done said these women out here on this town, they fucked up and this, that, but that's who the fuck you smashing. I'm not one of them niggas, so I tell my sisters the same way. When a nigga keep fucking with you about that, trying to put you down because you done had some kids by different dudes and shit, if the nigga feel that bad about it, tell that nigga to hit the bricks. Don't fuck with this pussy no more. Don't put your head between my legs. Don't pull your dick out or nothing like that. Hit the motherfucking bricks. Because if you feel that way, I don't want nobody around me that really don't like me being who I am. That's a part of my life. And if you don't like a woman that got kids or whatever, I don't know my children might be small. You might throw a rock at my child. I don't want you around me. Hit the motherfucking bricks. Then another part of it, she went into that normal submissive thing a lot of times. She was talking about the dude. What's up, Ricky? What's up, Ricky Mo? That's my boy Ricky, University of Memphis Police. What's going on, boy? And single father. What's going on, brother? But and another one of the things that were going on was, talking about being submissive and this, that, and another. A lot of men don't understand, again, being submissive. I would tell the brother in this situation, ain't nobody finna be submissive to you talking about their baby daddies, how fucked up they done fucked off their life. Ain't nobody gonna be submissive to no motherfucker that's mad because they only 5'6", or they only 5'8", they only 100 motherfucking 60 pounds. Ain't no, cause nigga, you whine too much. You look, God, like I told you, God put you in the skin that you in. A woman would only be submissive to the man that she desires. And a lot of time we're gonna get into that. That's another part. A woman is only gonna be submissive to the man that shows that he desires her. And if you a motherfucking nigga that's always whining, that's another part that was leading into this. Well, she's not as sexually distant. Like I told you, every woman got. But man, who gonna want to fuck a nigga that's always crying about his height, his skin tone, who the gal used to fuck with, what kind of cars the nigga drive, what kind of jobs the nigga had? Come on now, it was what it was. Cause like I said, my son's mother, that's Germantown. I'm South Memphis. When we met each other, that was Germantown. I was South Memphis. Parents, when the parents, they love me. They cool with me. They don't dislike me or nothing. Ain't nobody ever said. They have always treated me well, and whatever the case may be. But that was Germantown. I was South Memphis. That's how it was. It is what it is. And if you fucked up about that, your parents finna get fucked up with you. Hit the bricks, baby. Go on down the road. Same with this sister. If a man feel that way, baby, you don't fuck a nigga just because. If that man feel you a certain way, he talking about, well, you ain't as freaky. You done had these conversations and this, that, and another. And he said, well, you ain't freaky with me like you was with them dudes and this, that, and another. What's going on? Well, I would tell the brother like, yeah, who gonna be freaking with you, nigga? You always talk about some dark skinned nigga, some light skinned nigga, some dude is 6 foot, some dude is 5'10", 5'11". You talking about some dude is always this and some. Man, ain't nobody want to hear that. You sound like a little ass gal. Ain't you got confidence in yourself? Don't you believe? Ain't no, she gonna lay there like a motherfucker, and she gonna pray like she having a motherfucking orgasm and ain't having one. Yeah, nigga, it is what it is. You don't, like I said, there's old school. You ain't a jazzy motherfucker, or like they said today, the swag ain't there. You don't have the country boy swag. It is what the fuck it is. So don't get pissed off at that. But then it goes on, being submissive. No woman's gonna be submissive to a dude that don't have confidence in himself. But her main thing is, what should she do? But like I said, a lot of my sisters and brothers came on and said, sometimes as a friend, you can be there for somebody. But if you got somebody that's always complaining about the same bullshit, understand that person like the dysfunction and the drama that they in. That's why I said I'm finna come over here to the woman side. Be careful always. You can be a friend, you can listen, and this, that, another. But sometimes what you got to do, when that friend come to the door and it's the same complaint, slam that motherfucking door in their face. You ain't got to say hello. You ain't got to say nothing. Start slamming that motherfucking door in their face. Well, you know that nigga did. Bop. Do. Oh, girl, I'm trying to tell you. Boop. Same with my partner. Same with dudes. Same with dudes. Just like I said with Vincent. I hate I did him like that, but man, look, we done told you stop fucking with that guy. We told you to stop fucking with that girl. Look at the situation and start slamming the door. Like I said with my boy Vincent, I was out on a date when he was trying to talk to me about the female. I was out on a date at the movie theater, and this nigga was hollering at me about her then. And I did. I still remember it like it's a date. It was old basketball. They used to have a video game. It was old basketball game and shit like that. And he standing there talking to me about that female, I love, I care about it. Man, I went the fuck off. Man, look, I'm on a date right now. We done told you about that female. We done said this. We done said that. Man, stop talking about that shit. Next, it made me feel bad because I turned my back on my boy. But next thing I know, there is a newspaper. Killed the gal and put the nigga in the wheelchair. But sometimes, man, with some people, man, what it is when they get to running off at the mouth, sometimes you fucking with folks that have drama in their motherfucking life. They got to have it. They got to have somebody to argue with. They got to have somebody to fuss with. There has to be some drama. There's got to be another woman. There's got to be another man. There has to be something wrong with the person. There has to be, the person has to be fucked up. They got to have some trauma. They got to have some pain. They got to have to go. Some people got to have it because they can't function in nothing else. If it's too motherfucking calm, they feel like some shit going on. They can't ride on calm water. If it ain't no rocket, if the boat ain't rocket, if it ain't no nothing going on, they feel uncomfortable because they only know how to deal in dysfunction, drama, and always talk about some pain shit. There's some people like that. You know what I'm saying? So again, like in this situation, with over here to my sisters now, in a lot of these situations, baby, it is what the fuck it is. You know what I'm saying? You know, a lot of times you can't change a nigga's behavior. You can't fuck them. You can't feed them. You can't buy clothes. You can't do shit. If the individual, the person, the package, if it's the man's character, it's the character. If you don't like that character, you leave that shit behind. You don't have time for drama. Now again, like I said, the only reason why you started dealing with this nigga, you must like drama. You must like somebody talking crazy to you. Cause like I said, every time you dude get mad, he want to talk about your baby daddies. If that nigga, okay, how long you gonna say that? You know, it is what it is. Why is you fucking with this nigga? If a dude is disrespecting you, he ain't sexually satisfied you. He's talking about your exes. He talk about the men you've been with. He talking this shit. Why the fuck are you still sitting your ass up there with him? What has happened is dysfunction has become normal in your life, and that's all you know how to handle. You can't handle nothing else. You can't handle that. You can't. And a lot of people, a lot of women are like that. They got to, like I told niggas before, y'all worried about Pookie and Ray Ray. Some women supposed to be with Pookie and Ray Ray because their mentality is Pookie and Ray Ray. So while y'all run around here trying to convince the women to stop fucking with Pookie and Ray Ray, you need to ask yourself, are you a Pookie and Ray Ray? If that ain't your character, if that ain't your personality, get your ass over here where you belong. Let them have Pookie and Ray Ray. Let them have it. Let them have Pookie and Ray Ray. You know what I'm saying? Stop sweating people about who they fucking with. And again, with this sister, a lot of this shit that you going through, you stand your ass down. That's why some of my friends, baby, stop talking to that female. Let that female go on about her business. That female know who she fuck with. She knows she got a fucked up, short ass, little bit ass dude in her life that's talking cash shit. And if she don't like the way that dude talking to her and treating her, and she still calling you on the phone, like I said, boop, shut that door. Like I said, one of my favorite lines from one of my favorite movies. Get the fuck away from my door because I have my own madness to deal with. Nobody want to keep hearing that shit. I can be a friend to you and let you vent, but I'm tired of hearing that same story. I'm tired of hearing. He got mad because when Ricky came, my boy Rick, when Ricky came by, Ricky pulled up. Ricky was in the G wagon, and he didn't like the fact, and the child run out the house, and he felt like the man, he coming by the house, the nigga that he was picking up, he should wait to pick his child up or drop the child off, wait till he is a man in the house and all that old kind of shit. Okay. Now, if you want to always tell a story like that, and I heard you, well, baby, have a discussion. That's your son, that's your daughter's father. He just dropping the child out. He picking the child up. If he feel like he needs to be there, listen to what the brother said, but let him know, look, it is what it is. This man spending time with the child. If a nigga fucked up about that, it might be something you need to consider. But if you keep coming with that same tired ass shit, it's time to slam the door in your face. Because you know what you fucking with. Yeah, you might have two or three baby daddies. Okay, when you met the nigga, when you told him about it, what was his reaction? What was his reaction? How many kids this nigga got? Because again, you got a lot of, like I said, out here, I keep it balanced. You got a lot of dudes out here talk about two and three baby daddies, and they got two or three baby mamas. But they looking at you women like, nigga, stop, stop. You been fucking just like me. You got two, three, four, five, six. Because me and a friend of mine, I commented that I shared a lot of Van Zant thing on my page, and she was talking to the dude. I forget his name, but he's out of Knox County. He holds the record here in the state of Tennessee. He has 33 children. At the time of that show that's on my page, and Leonard Van Zandt was talking here, he had 28. He had 16 baby mamas. Now we know, we already know that when that show went on, folks, the newspaper in Knox County, folks knew who the nigga is. Uh, uh, Oprah Winfrey flying his ass out. He gonna be on the show with Atlanta Van Zandt. So everybody from the hood to the suburb saw that nigga, especially in the hood. Niggas that knew him, because he probably told niggas he finna go to the motherfucking Oprah Winfrey show and be on there with Atlanta Van Zandt. And he stood up in his checkerboard shirt, 16 baby mamas, 28 children at the time of that. But now he has 33. He holds the record in the state of Tennessee. He has 33 children. So this man somehow, some sort of way, added six more motherfucking children onto his shit. Where they do that at? Where they do that? How the fuck? So again, as a woman, you see a dysfunctional ass dude, you see a dude that's with that shit, and you know it. Because again, like I said, me and my boy Ricky, there's some women that I might know that know Rick and Mo. Rick and Mo might know some women that know me. We didn't even know we knew each other. Even though Memphis is goddamn well, we are at 2 million people in the county. You know what I'm saying? We don't know everybody because hell, some of us, hell, I didn't know some of you motherfuckers existed in Memphis, Tennessee until social media. We didn't know, but I mean, again, I don't know who you know because a lot of times when we see each other's profile page, you got 17 music. Oh, damn, I went to school. They know Stacey, they know Aaron, they know Rick and Mo, they know Gits, they know, that's how it be. But again, in this situation, with dude, again, ladies, a lot of motherfucking time, you pick it, you picking a fuck boy. That's what you know to deal with. You don't think them women knew that, you don't think that nigga was already known in Knox County? That he got all these motherfucking children? And the truth, like I said, y'all can go Knox County, you bring it up, man with 30, his picture, everything will come up. Knox County, he holds the record for the state of Tennessee. He has 33 children right now. 33. You understand what I'm saying? And some of these same women, he got, I think, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna keep it low. There are three women that live in a project or housing development in Knox County. They live in the same damn apartment complex. So he fucking in this apartment. He went over there and fucked in that apartment, and went over here and fucked in that apartment, and left seeds every month. You don't think them women knew? It's just like when he was on that show, he had 28. But when he came back to Knox County, he ended up with 33. You don't think nobody knew? That nigga ain't traveling to he ain't got so many in Nashville, so many in Memphis, so many. All his motherfucking children are in Knox County. So motherfuckers know who the fuck he is. So again, a lot of times when we talk about certain situations, like my sister, even though she was asking for advice for the woman, like I said, there ain't shit you can do. Either you gonna accept the fucked up behavior by this dude, or you gonna tell that nigga to kick bricks, or you gonna get your ass up and go on down the road. That's the only way. But on this side of the track, like I said, the other side of it, you stay your ass fucking with a fucked up ass dude, that's on you. It man don't need to change his behavior. Nigga don't need to get bad. You picked or you was fucking with somebody that mentally is not balanced or does not want to change his behavior. Shake his motherfucking hand and drive on down the motherfucking road. If he's on your passenger, pull the fuck over. Here's your exit. Get the fuck out my shit. Shut my door and go on down the road. Somebody else will pick his ass up. That's this, like I told you. Like I said, for me, I keep it even. Sometimes I understand what my sister say. I talk for my sister. Then I come over here and get on my brothers. And on this side now, I help my sister out over it. I understand. Got on niggas' ass. Now I'm on this side getting on women ass. Man, nobody want to hear that shit. You know you got a fucked up ass dude. He mistreating you. You stay your ass right there. Like I tell women all the time. I want a better man. I want a man that loves me. I want a man that does this. Well, goddamn it, we talk. A lot of us are meeting through social media. Hell, Facebook even got a motherfucking dating app. You can find love on Facebook now. They got a dating app around this motherfucker. You can get on dating around here. But again, you go out here, you meet these motherfuckers. Hey, it is what it is. You know who you fucking with. Don't play that role. You say, I want a man to love me and take care of me. But when a motherfucker see you on your social media page, you stand up in the mirror, you got your body twisted where the mirror can show how big your ass is. Or you at the motherfucking club bent over a motherfucking table and got your ass jiggling. But you want to find a better man. Baby, you presenting pussy. That's exactly what the fuck you doing. That's what you presenting. I should be able to do you right. And a man should be able to feel what the fuck he feel, the vibe that's coming off your page. That's it. That's just being flat foot honest with you. And the motherfucker, sometimes motherfuckers see going down your page. Because everything on your page, your friends are posting shit, tagging you and shit. Fuck a nigga, take a nigga money, twist my ass, to do this, that, another, going down your page. You 30 something, you 30 something, you 40 something, you 50 something. And some of y'all are 28, 29, shit like this here. But you talking about you want a nigga that's gonna fuck with you and be with you and care for you. Stop that, baby. You presenting pussy. I'm finna smash. I'm not finna fuck with you because you showing me what time it is right now. So you can keep talking about you wanna find you a nigga. Nigga come in and play the role. Shit is just like my boy on movie go. Man, I can do the script like a motherfucker. I play the role like a mother. Oh, baby, I care something about you. Get your ass in. Man, you a motherfucking dope man. I'm wiping mud on your ass and everything. Cause why? I finna smash this motherfucker here. Look at her. She's showing her ass. Her motherfucking friends, they out twerking. Her mother, when I go over to the bitches that she fuck with, her bestie friend, that her, just like her, she in the mirror showing her ass. I go over to her bestie friend to see who she fuck with. There go her bestie friend, got her titties up around her motherfucking neck, got her ass showing in the picture. I finna smash this one here, man. I'm finna fuck this one. And if it's any money over there, I'm finna see if I can get it. Just being honest. Just being honest. So you have to present something. If you looking for better men, it is what it is. If you don't want it like this gal here got, you see these little bitty motherfuckers, or sometimes these big motherfuckers. You 6'5", you dark skinned, you tattooed, you light skinned, you got hey, understand? Let a nigga know, man. You cute and shit, but it is what it is. Same way I tell the fella, yeah, baby, you got a little ass, got some titties and everything. Go sit your ass down somewhere, baby. Like I said, I've been fucking since I was 15. Sit your little ass down somewhere. You ain't finna do no more freaking shit than I used to do. Sit your ass down somewhere. But baby, whatever you want to do the freaking shit, you want to do threesomes, you want to do this, because I done did threesomes before. Really? Thank you for that information. You know what I'm saying? I finna smash. I finna fuck this motherfucker off. I'm finna take a plumb down through there. So a lot of times you got to shed certain things about you, just like I said with me. For me to be the man that I am today, had to let fuck boy go, man. Had to let fuck boy go, man. I can't have the money, I can't have the women, I can't have the network, I can't know the people that I know if I didn't get rid of that fuck boy. And I tell sisters the same shit. If you can't get rid of that thought, that thought in you and shit, that whole era in you, that hot girl summer and shit, that I got my whole moment. You can't get rid of that shit, baby. You finna get smashed. Ain't no nigga finna take you serious. Not one. Being flat foot honest with you about it. They not. You may not like it. You may feel like that's wrong. That's some fucked up shit. But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is. So understand, man, in this situation, on this one, no, sister, you can't change the behavior of a man. There's nothing that a woman can do. A man is going to be who the fuck he's going to be because that's the character of the man. But you don't stay with somebody, man, that's always trying to degrade you and shame you and guilt you into, like I told you before, because a motherfucker don't like him, don't make no motherfucker make you dislike yourself. Well, yeah, I did have two kids by two different dudes. Yeah, I did. And maybe this is the best nigga that I can come up with. Now, like I said, my boy Kevin, I've been knowing Kevin said, like I said, I got my receipts. I ain't like these other niggas out here clout chasing and all this old guy here clout chasing and all this shit. I've been knowing Kevin saying before Kevin saying. I know Kevin might disagree with me on this one, but I'm just telling you like it is. You know what I'm saying? Don't pay that shit no attention. But these niggas smash. Even Kevin done told you that. He done told you that. Niggas still smash. Better knock your ass off. So if you want a better quality man, you gotta release certain shit off of you, baby. If you don't release that shit off of you, you go always gonna have these fuck boys in your life. And you know what that tells me? That's what you used to. That's where you're supposed to be. That's why certain men are not paying you any attention. What you said, Ricky? Let me see what my boy Ricky was saying. Unfortunately, some guys haven't had a real man to mentor or teach them times and principles of manhood. That's true. You attract what you show. That's right. My brother's right on that. As far as me, you attract what you show. I'm just sorry. It is what it is. You fuckable. That's what you showing. That's sexiness, baby. I ain't worried about no nigga. All you can talk about is a wet ass. And baby, it's something you gotta understand. Like I said, niggas shouldn't talk with wallets, but sometimes, baby, a nigga losing $500,000, $2,000 just to not. I'm just keeping it small numbers. $500,000, $2,000, $3,000. Fly your ass in to get you some wet ass and put something down your throat. Baby, that ain't nothing. Take your motherfucking ass on somewhere. And remember now, like I said, yeah, yeah, baby, y'all, you won't be able to have abortions. If what they saying is true, you won't be able to have abortion. You gonna have a whole lot of children. You won't be able to use that anymore. So it's time when you get to certain points in your life, you got to understand the reason why you got this type of nigga talking to you, talking bad about you, baby. Elevate, raise standard, raise boundaries. I don't fuck with this type of nigga. Once a nigga come out of his mouth, tell that nigga kick rocks. Well, Robert Lee, baby, there's you ain't got to worry about a man being in your face. What's beauty to any man, baby, it's even with you with this little bitty ass nigga. There's niggas at gas stations, at jobs, at events, and trying to holler at your ass. So you ain't got to stay with this fucked up ass dude. Just like I tell dudes all the time. Some of these women that with this drama and want to bam on doors and bust out windows and all of this shit here, send them on down the road, man. You ain't got to deal with that shit unless that's really how the only way you know how to deal with it. And my brother said, some of these brothers don't have men, and that's a problem with a lot of us brothers. Y'all want to hear niggas tell you shit. Look, some of this shit, yeah, I can understand. But man, look, you a fuck boy. You ain't finna get shit. Cause like I said, a lot of these niggas think that they got it going on. Like I told you, nigga, you ain't impressing me. You talking all this noise. You talking bad about the women. But like I said, you got the same type of women sitting in the jacuzzi with your ass, or they on a bay vacation. The same women that you say is fucked up and this, that, another. I see you with them same fifth way. I just wave niggas like that out, man. Go sit down somewhere. I'm wondering, man, out there, you ain't talking about shit. You just a trick ass nigga that got some money in your pocket. You know what I'm saying? And you paying for your ass. Congratulations. Pay for your ass, but keep your mouth closed. Because a lot of time you exposing yourself and letting yourself be known you're a trick ass nigga. That's all that is. Just letting you know. Cause a lot of this shit, it ain't about being high value, man. A lot of these niggas, man, y'all waiting to get 100,000, y'all waiting to get 50,000, y'all waiting to get 70,000, y'all waiting to get 90,000 in your life so you can trick it off. Cause see, if I got this kind of money, I can get this kind of ass. And like I told a motherfucker before, you ain't got to wait to see Black China when you get up there, man. You got Black Chinas all around this motherfucker every day on college campuses, in motherfucking hospitals. They teaching motherfucking classes. They selling motherfucking real estate. They selling insurance. You're just a trick ass nigga. That's what you are. Just like I told you with me. Like I said with Derrick Jacks. He around here telling women what they want to hear and this, that, another. But when they slide in the DM, meet me for coffee. Meet me at this hotel room. Bend the fuck over this table. I'm just keeping it real, y'all. So on this one, there's nothing you can do. Just exit the situation, baby, and let it go. But as a friend, stop. Stop listening to that shit. Sometimes you got to let it, you holding a person from rock bottom. Let their motherfucking hand go. Let them hit that motherfucking pavement. Let them hit rock bottom. Because a lot of times that's what we doing. When we constantly listen to a motherfucker vent about the same shit, and we know that's they not going anywhere. That's what they let their motherfucking hand go and let them slap that concrete. You hit rock bottom. And look at their ass while they down there. You ain't gonna help me up? Hell no. Stay the fuck down there. I'm up here. You want to get up here with me? Climb the fuck up. I ain't reaching my motherfucking hand down there to you. Stay down there with that nigga. Stay down there with that female. I holler at you. Matter of fact, you better hurry up because I'm already going up to the next level. You ain't a friend, fuck you. Okay, fuck you too. And I'm going on up the ladder. Sometimes you got to leave certain people behind. What you say, Rick? Stop, dropping, run. That's it. Just keeping it real. But like I said, it's getting a little. It's 11:20. I appreciate everybody tuning in. Like I said, if you want to hit me in my cash app, 50 cent, $1 is cool. It's going across the bottom of the screen. I also want to promote, like I said, I mean, it's the month here on May 29th. I'm supposed to be speaking at the Entrepreneurs Expo here in the city of Memphis and stuff like this here. So I will be here pretty much by that time, about the 29th. If you want to come out, tickets are still on sale. Contact Deborah Brandon. Y'all have seen them on our page. Also, Dale One Coleman. Also, you can go to Entrepreneurs Expo 2022. You can type that in and it will bring it up. And if you want to enter in ticket sales, see the vendors, see the speakers, the panels that will be there, and this, that, and another. You can go on that page to get tickets and come out, support a brother, or you can support me. Just hey, when you see me out there or you see it come up on paper, just give me a thumbs up, whatever the case may be. Any support is welcome. But I appreciate everybody tuning in to Robert Lee TV. I'll holler at you.